back up in this thing. After work recovery session, the middle part of the creek. Dang, bro. This thing's crazy up in here. Doesn't look like anybody's been out. I mean, the closer we move along in the creek further up, the more we get behind subdivisions. Look at those fancy looking rocks. You already know what kind of fancy rocks we're looking for. Dang, look at that one. Come on, little guy. That's a nice looking rock. I'm a different kind of rock hound. Looking for anything and everything, but you already know what we're looking for. Praying that we're the first ones out. Looking for the ancient ones. After this monumental flood event out here, I'm not going to have time to cover the entire length of the creek the rest of the way, just the middle portion of it. Because as you can already see, it needs a lot of time to be looked at. Imagine what we could recover tonight within the next 2.5 hours. Better get to looking. I'll let you know if I spot a few things. I'm going a little bit slower today. Well, because I'm closer to the parking location. The area that I'm going to be covering is going to be closer to the parking location. I don't have to walk a long distance to get somewhere and then look at monumental gravel bars for like the little bit of time we're allowed to have before it gets dark out here. But nothing yet. I've already seen quite a bit of white, but nothing else. Just a lot of beautiful rocks. That's all so far. You already know what I'm about to say. If we were in Missouri or Kentucky, got something white right here. It's got an edge on it. Watch it just be a flat rock. Yes, it is. I mean, there's a white piece that looks like it's got flares on it. But if anything's going to be out here, we will see it. Yeah, but you know what I'm going to say. If this was Kentucky or Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, we would have found 4 by now. Beautiful place. Welcome to heaven. What a heavenly evening. No, I haven't spotted anything yet. And looks like we're lucky enough to be the first ones out. So that tells me that we have no excuse to find and recover what other people might see. You know, like I told you the other night, I can't always be the one that gets shafted. And we're the first ones out. There was not a dang thing up in here. I haven't covered this gravel bar yet. I found this thing on the end of it though. Look at that thing. It's sharp on one side. You know, this place goes back to paleo times, you know. So every single weird rock you pick up, it could be some kind of ancient chopping tool. I've recovered one Guilford axe, 2 hammers and a Guilford axe in here. In this one ancient creek. And then I come across something that looks like it came right out of the Stone Age. Sharp on one side. Looks like the handle might have been broken off. I'm not sure if it was anything at all. But it's that semi-soft granite though, you know. A long time ago it would have been quite the chopper. Look at that thing. I have absolutely no clue. Maybe I'll just stash it. What is that, a sandstone piece? Nope. So far, nothing but a bunch of glass. And nothing just lying on top. Let's hope that's going to change really soon. I know what you're saying. You didn't find anything ancient? Not a dang thing. I think I looked at every single rock up in here. Look how perfectly clear the waters are. Man, I'm crazy. Nothing leaning up. I don't know how many white pieces I picked up out of the water thinking it could have been something. I think at least 15 up in here. But you already know the truth of it. If it's not here, in this Monty Mill spot right here, it's got to be hung up some other spot. Let's hope it's a spot that no one else can get to. What a crying shame. At least I might have some kind of chopper from 8,000 years ago with a missing handle. Not really sure about that. Man, I don't know what to do about this. Oh dang. It's been up to the things all the way around. Yeah, it's past the things, man. Look how deep this choker is, man. I'm trying to get around. I can't go through here. It's like, it's up to the waist up in here. What am I going to do, man? Look at that thing over there. Look at that. There could be anything over there. I don't know, man. Well, if I didn't find anything in that last one, there'd probably, I don't know, man. I mean, there could be something over here. I'm taking a chance. This used to be one of the most monumental gravel bars out here. And looks like they're washing it out. I see nothing but mostly sand at the moment. And look at, I'm trying to, man, do this thing. Things I do for ancient history, man. I'm on my tiptoes and it's still almost up to the waist. Dangerous, man. But quite beautiful. Well, now I got wet undies. That's gonna be fun for the rest of the night. Where's the stuff at? Well, dang. Not mine. I bet it's that husband-wife combo that comes out who are like in their late 50s, early 60s. You know, they got the little walking stick with the long nail at the end of it, and they stick it in the sand real slow. Wait until they hear that tick, even though there's 1,000 rocks out here, 30,000 rocks. They're the ones that like to be the first ones out before the water's even receding. Let's hope they didn't find anything. I know I'm probably going to most likely find at least one or two of them. Intact, I don't know. I can just feel it already, you know. All my little triangles still sitting around out here. That's what I'm talking about. But look, I did manage to recover another pyramid. Only the second one that I've ever found. But the other one didn't come from this creek. Would you look at that thing? I know it's not perfect, but it's different. And no, that leaf is not a point. I know they all look like something out here. This place has so much out here. I mean that in a different way. What I mean is there should always be something out here. At least one in every single gravel bar. But I say it time and time again, the older it is, the less there's going to be. And the longer you gotta take to find it. Optical illusion. I think I got a couple of things right here. One looks like it's got terminations on it right there. Be careful with it. See what kind of crystal we got here. I don't know yet. Hold on, but I'm standing on something. You know how I think about this kind of stuff. And it's quite large. It might be the largest one we're ever going to find in this place. Man, I don't even find nothing yet. A pyramid and a crystal? I haven't even washed the crystal off yet, man. There could be anything in the deep waters, man. Hold on, take a look. Well, it's good enough to recover. Add it to the pocket. It's got some sides to it. Look at that thing. I know it's not perfect, but it's beautiful. Anyway. Yeah, but this thing right here, hold on. You know how I think about stuff like this. Where's that thing at? You can't miss it. It's the largest thing out here. This thing. I mean, look at those geometries right here. Check that out. Look at that side. Look at the bottom. Look at that side. Look how it comes up to a point. The point is busted off. What if that was another study model of the grand communities out here? That's like a woodland study model. I don't know. That's what my eyes see, though. But I want to see something else. We just haven't found it yet. Some was for recovering anything except for somewhat decent crystal and a somewhat decent pyramid rock. Dang. Time to get wet again. Off to the next gravel bar. You're going to tell me to go back to where I looked on Monday. Now that the waters are more clear. Well, I can't quite do that. Because I guarantee at least 6 or 7 people have already been out to cover what we left behind. And trust me, I highly doubt that we left anything behind. Because we got it all on Monday, what we were allowed to see. Check out the heavenly light. Such a great payment for a hard day's work. A lot better than drinking alcohol. Boy. Oh my Lord, what was that? I hope I got that on audio. I'm behind you or we're behind you. Hold on. Let me take some pictures. It's so heavenly over here. Someone just said something in a female voice right here. Right here. That's why I looked over here. and I heard them with my own ears. That's crazy. I'm behind you. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm starting to hear their voices more clearly now. I'm behind you. Exactly like that. Either they said I'm behind you or we're behind you. And I was facing, the body's facing this direction. I'm looking over here the second I heard them. I know their faces, probably in the nature or something like that. It's so beautiful out here though. Thank you for always being out here. Clock is ticking. I know you probably want me to stay around for a while and look for the garbage, but it's getting late. That probably doesn't mean anything to you. Getting late. You don't understand the powers of nature when it comes to sound and frequency. Especially when you have beauty involved. They're usually always going to be around when it's beautiful. Why do you think they always ask for our help to pick up the garbage? I like looking for the ancient things. Thank you for always helping us. I know, 7:30, and I'll keep trying. Who knows, I might find nothing at all. Let's not say that. I don't have anything with me. I'm looking for something strange. You know, kind of like this little guy right here. Don't tell me this is going to be the only recovery today. It might be. Let's go and recover this guy. Add him to the hero stash that I got going on for the past God knows how many years. You're going to say, what a nice recovery, man. All their ears cut off. We'll still find a place in the pocket for them. I'm stepping on rocks that are flipping over. We're behind a subdivision now. They can hear us, but they can't see us. They're way up on the hill. Well, nothing yet. That's all right, though. I'm having fun. It's always fun to look. I mean, if it was a weekend day and I spent the entire day out here, that would be a different story. Instead, it's a Wednesday night at 7:30, and I've only been out here for like an hour. Yeah. A lot of great memories in this creek. I told you, when it comes to recovering ancient history, it sparks a memory within you. That's not one. Thought that was one. Yeah, but it sparks a memory within you. Things that you'll never forget. I think I remember every single time I ever came out here. Especially the initial times. Hold on, thought I saw something. No, that's just part of a rock. I saw the edge. I thought it was like a Stan Guilford point or something. But I'll never forget that first time out here. When I was new to the hobby, didn't know what I found. This red thing. And it ended up being a drill. Fully intact. Probably a little bit of wear and tear on the tip of it. And then it just snowballed out here. Every step I took, I found something. Every gravel bar I walked into, and this place has changed so much since those first couple of times out. And that was a long time ago. Always got me coming out. Let me go ahead and wash it off. I thought this thing was kind of cool. Same creek a long time ago. About 2 years ago when I came out in fall and someone said, I see fish, or I see a fish in a shallow part of the creek. And I saw it in the video and I had to come back to recover that thing. A rock that looks exactly like a fish. I think I'll hold on to this one. It could be another one. They could have handmade this joker. A little fish. That's what it looks like. Probably to them at least. And at least it does to me. That could be one of their little models. One of their little toys. Don't know. I mean, the more I look back at my previous videos in this place, I probably missed a lot of interesting things that I didn't know what they were. I noticed that I missed a couple of fishing weights. They're long gone by now. I know that for a fact. They are out of here. That was a long time ago. I even picked them jokers up and put them up on the hillside. Put them up on the gravel bar. Never saw that, man. Never saw them. There's not going to be anything in this gravel bar now. Let me just find another spot. Yep, time to move on out of this one. Maybe I got time enough to recover something else. Well, that's not it. But you know, they've been looking when you see stuff like this. They probably thought it was something, saw an edge on something, picked it up and just dropped it right back down when they found out it was nothing at all. That's probably the best recovery so far. This entire afternoon, this entire evening, you're looking at it. That tells me I made a very, very, very great decision on Monday night to come out here. Or else they would have recovered what we found on Monday night. Any evidence of being moved out here? I can't tell, maybe. That's the thing about it though. I mean, the artifacts out here, even though some are going to be broken, you know, whatever it's going to be. Could be an axe head. Could be a hammer, like the two I found out here. And that's one thing about them though. They're so nice out here. And they stand out. Yin and yang up in this thing. Against all this stuff right here. And if you're walking by and you have no interest in artifact recovery, and you're walking out here with a dog or something behind the house, behind the subdivision, and you see this long black thing sticking up with little serrations on it, and you don't know what it is, and you pick it up and you're like, oh, that's a cool looking rock. That's all it takes. Yeah, I'm burning time. All these white things in here now are going to be golf balls. That sword. That's cool right there. Dang. That took a while. About 12 minutes. Didn't see a dang thing. It was the prime location to spot at least one. Never saw it though. They had the light all above them though when they came out. I bet you $10 trillion there's footsteps up in here. There's another one of their toss-ups. Thinking they had something. Alright, I'm just hearing things. No one's out here. Someone just said something right here. I'm starting to feel really bad at the moment. I heard what they said. Someone said in a sad voice, "Please save me." And they said one word after that. They said death. Right over here in these bushes. Man, this job is so hard, man. Saving lives is no joke, man. Please say, sound like a little kid. Please save me. Death. Look at the size of this joker. Dang, man. You're gonna say that's no joker? That's a preform. Granite study model. Yeah, right. What the heck is going on over here? Please save me. Death. I don't know what to do. I just got this out of the water. It could have been this. They could have been talking about this. Please save me. Death. It's garbage. Piece of machinery, whatever. It's got a coil in it. Probably some battery pack. I know garbage kills them. That's why I tell you to go out and get every piece of garbage you can. All around this earth. It's killing them. Talk about looking hardcore. At least they had the entire day. Who knows what they added to the pockets. Looks like this is going to be it for us tonight, that is. Alright, I'm back again. You'll never believe what just happened. I found something very significant in a very different way. Well, I was standing over here. Every step that I took to get out of here, I kept seeing garbage. Stuff in the trees, cups and stuff like that. Came over here to get one piece of garbage, and I heard someone with a strong, deep male voice over here. And they said, "You like it." And I looked around, I was like, what are they talking about? I like it. And I dropped everything right here. Once I picked something up that was under this grass, and the second I read what it said, I dropped everything. What the heck is going on out here? Nitro. Why is that so significant though? Well, I told you a long time ago I like Nitro Circus. I used to watch it a long time ago, 10 years ago, when it was real hot. Great TV show. You know, riding carts, all that kind of thing. Doing Jackass style stunts. Used to watch Jackass in Nitro Circus. Side by side, just about. You like it. They're talking right now. They're talking right here. I'm not talking about the family up on the hill. I'm talking about right in front of us. I'm hearing it. Thank you for telling me that I like it. How did you know that I like Nitro Circus? All right, never mind. Forget about it. I'll find out later. I know how they know.